Hello, my name is Ethan, and I will be talking to you about microbes and the role they play in composting. So, in case you didn't know, composting is the natural process of recycling organic matter. This generally includes leaves and leftover food, such as fruits and vegetables. And the resulting decomposed material from composting is referred to as compost. And compost is very rich in nutrients and these and compost can be used for agriculture, horticulture, gardening, and other things. The process of composting requires four main components, and this is the organic matter, such as leaves or leftover food, and moisture, oxygen, and bacteria or other microbes, such as fungi. Is generally considered that you need a mixture of browns and greens, and browns are dead plant material such as leaves, and greens are the leftover food like fruits and vegetables. And the ratio of 4 to 1 or 3 to 1 ratio of browns to greens is what you're looking for. Also, cutting the detritus into smaller pieces helps to increase the decomposition rate because the smaller pieces increase the surface area that the microbes can grow on and decompose. And here these are just two generic composting bins. And composting bins are usually dark colors because the dark colors help trap heat, and increasing the temperature helps increase the decomposition rate. Microbes play a huge role in composting because microbes are essential for decomposition. The main group of microbes that help with composting are bacteria, but fungi and actinomyces are also involved. The main group of bacteria found are aerobic bacteria. So that because aerobic bacteria require oxygen, it's important to try to oxygenate your compost by either turning it over or flipping it, poking holes in it, just shuffling it, things like that. And when the microbial decomposition occurs, it converts the detritus into simpler compounds, and these compounds can be nutrients for plant growth. And some of the byproducts include water, heat, and CO2. So because composting is decomposition of organic material, decomposition rates are very important. And the study I wanted to share with you today looked at the effect the microbial community composition had on decomposition rates. And this study found that the microbial community composition accounted for 22% of the variance in the decomposition rates. And this was significant because the abiotic factors only accounted for 30% of the variance in decomposition rate. So the abiotic factors are still the most influential when looking at decomposition, but this study contradicted the assumption that the microbial community composition is negligible. So it showed that there was some effect on decomposition. And this graph, I just want to show you, since the abiotic factors did have the biggest effect, they tested it in different soils found in desert, shrubland, grassland, pine oak, subalpine. So these different soils were exposed to different temperatures and pHs and elevation, and so they looked at that. So why is composting important? Composting is important because it enriches the soil, and this helps retain moisture and reduces the plant diseases. It also reduces the need of synthetic fertilizers because it's putting nutrients into the ground, and so you won't need as much fertilizer. And it also reduces methane emissions from landfills and lowers carbon footprint. And a non-environmental benefit is that it saves on disposal costs, so you're not having to ship out as much trash organic material that can be decomposed and reused. So what to take away from this is microbes are an essential element of composting, with bacteria being the main microbial group that affects the decomposition of composting. And decomposition rates are affected by abiotic factors, of course, such as mainly temperature, oxygen, and moisture. But the microbial community composition has been shown to have some effect on decomposition rates. And composting helps the environment in many ways, but the main ways are reducing carbon emissions and just increasing soil health overall. These are my references, and if you have any questions, I would be happy to answer them.